Hey Lisa, are you there? I could really use someone to talk to. This business trip is just horrible. I really wish that I could just pack and go home to you and Marissa.
Pedro, come on now. You've only been gone on this trip for a week.
Well, it feels like I've been gone for a much longer time in my heart, you know? And the clients that we're having to deal with here are pretty scary, too.
Oh, I see. Well, that sounds like not a good time at all. But I suppose that you've really only just started there, right? Are you sure that you're going to be okay going through with this?
I just can't believe that my boss has told me that I'd be out of here for at least 4 months. I seriously wonder about if I'm going to be able to make it. This is already so hard.
Well, I'm sure it's because you've only just started, but I'm sure that it will get easier too. Maybe just try and make it another week and see if you aren't more used to it by then.
I think that I will get used to it, but it just really sucks not having anyone to come home to. And even on my days off here, I just don't know what I should be doing with myself.
But you knew how to live by yourself before we were married, right? Besides, just think of all the time you have for hobbies and things now. Maybe you could start watching a new show, or download a new game, or start a new book.
Well, I just didn't think that I'd ever have to go back to living like this after we got married. Sure, it's nice to have all the time to myself, but not when I have a family that I should be with.
Oh, Pedro, we all miss you so much here, you know. But there's really just nothing we can do about this. We'll just have to hang on for these months. But just remember that you're not going through this alone and that we're all waiting for you here.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. Then I guess that means you wouldn't mind trying to call every day?
Hold on a second, you want to call me every day that you're gone?
I just don't know how I'm going to make it through this without talking to you.
Well then, I guess we can call every night.
And how has Marissa been doing lately? Is she okay? Does she miss me?
She actually really does miss you. She asks me multiple times a day when you're finally going to be coming back home.
Oh, well, that really does warm my heart. Please tell her that I'll be home as soon as I can.
I'm sure that hearing that is going to make her very happy, but I know that she's trying to understand that you're having to do all of this for work. And I just keep telling her to be a good girl and wait patiently for her father to get back.
It sounds to me like our little girl is growing up so quickly already. I remember before when I would leave the house, she basically wouldn't stop crying until I got back.
I know, she's finally starting school, and it really does seem like she's come a long way from being that little toddler. And honestly, I'm so happy that she's finally at that age where she can start to understand these things. It makes things a lot easier for me. So just know that our daughter is going to be just fine, and there's nothing to worry about.
Thank you so much for saying that. Lisa, just please make sure to take care of her. I'm sure that you have a lot on your plate with it being just you at home, but I still do get worried.
Well, you can leave everything to me. I'm going to take care of things here at home so that you can concentrate on your work.
Great. Thanks again for everything. I guess we'll talk more tomorrow. Maybe I'll text you around the same time, once I'm done with work.
Sure thing. Oh, that would be just fine with me. And try to do something to distract yourself.
Hey there, Lisa. How have you been? Have things been going well at home?
Hello, Pedro. Yes, things are going just fine here. What about there with you? Do you think you've gotten used to living on your own now?
Well, it's been about 2 months, so I guess I'm adjusted about as well as I'm going to.
Well, that's a relief to hear, at least. You know, I've noticed that you've been texting me every other day instead of every day, and sometimes even more time in between.
Yeah, I mean, I do text you when I'm able to, but there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, it sounds as if you're really starting to get pretty busy out there. I hope that you're getting enough rest and taking care of yourself.
Oh, I am? I'm sleeping and eating, right? But yeah, there is a lot to be done over here. Although I'm sure that you must be exhausted taking care of Marissa all by yourself, right?
I mean, I certainly won't say that it's easy, but things are just fine here. Besides, Maris is a good girl and doesn't give me too much trouble.
Oh, really? So then she's basically gotten used to how things are as well now.
Yeah, Marissa's just fine. Why are you asking so much about her?
Actually, the thing is that she hasn't been responding to my messages. The messages aren't even being opened and read apparently, so I was just hoping she was okay. I mean, she's not sick or anything, right? And things are going well for her at school too, yeah?
Things are all fine here, but I think that she might be just a little bit mad at you. I mean, after all, you have been gone for 2 months now. It isn't like she's too sick to message you or anything like that, though.
You mean that Marissa isn't talking to me because she's mad at me?
I guess she just thought that you'd be home by now, and so she's mad that you're still not. A few months is a long time for a child, you know.
I know, but it's not like I don't wish that I was home either.
And I've tried telling her that as well, but the fact of the matter is that our daughter is still feeling lonely without you, and eventually those feelings need to be directed towards something. Besides, you know how little kids get. This is just her throwing a little fit. I'm sure this will all pass before you know it.
Do you really think that? You think it will pass? Sometimes I wonder if I should try calling to talk to her instead.
I think that the best thing you could do for her right now would be to give her some space.
Really? But if she's mad at me for being away, then I thought calling her would be a good idea.
Well, you said that she's not even reading your messages, right? So I'm not sure that she's in the mood to talk. I think that you should just give her some space, and I'll try and talk to her about this, okay?
Well, okay. You are there with her, so I guess that you would know better about what she needs. I just feel so bad to have upset our daughter like this. I should have tried to explain things better before I left on this trip.
Oh, don't you worry about that. We have a clever girl, and I'm sure that she will understand eventually. By the way, did you find out when your trip is finally going to be over?
Actually, I just got the word that I might be getting sent home 2 weeks earlier than we'd planned.
Oh, really? You're going to be coming back home early? 2 weeks is a lot of time to leave early for, right?
I know, right? Isn't it great? It's like I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel with this thing.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy for you, Pedro.
Are you sure about that? Because those texts don't seem very happy. If anything, they seem disappointed.
No, of course I'm not disappointed. Well, now that I know you're coming back early, I just have a lot that I need to do.
And just what is that you need to do?
I won't lie to you, ever since you've left, I've slowly been taking less and less care of the house, and, well, let's just say it's a bit of a mess. But now that I know you'll be coming back early, I know that I'll have to start cleaning it all up sooner.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But it's okay. You've been taking care of Marissa all by yourself. You really don't have to worry about that at all. I'm just really excited to finally see you both.
I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to concentrate on cleaning up the house until you finally get back here.
Oh, is it really that bad? I mean, if that's what you really want to do.
And as for you, you just make sure that you're not coming back any earlier than you already are, okay?
I mean, I don't think that would happen, but why would that bother you so much? Surely the house can't be that much of a mess, right? I don't mind helping you clean up when I'm back.
No, the whole house is filthy, and I want to make sure that it looks nice for you.
But I really don't mind giving you a hand at all. All I'm looking forward to is seeing you guys. But okay, if you really insist on it, then I understand. But just tell Marissa that I'm going to be coming home early, okay? I hope that might help her with her bad mood towards me.
Yeah, of course. I'll be sure to tell her that. Would you mind telling me exactly what day you'll be coming back when you know?
Yeah, of course I can do that. Well, anyways, I guess I'll talk to you later. I'm almost there. I can't believe that this long business trip is finally going to be over. I've been able to just about wrap up everything that I need to do here, and I think I'll finally be able to go home at the end of the month.
Dad? Is that you?
Sorry, is this Marissa?
Yes, this is Marissa. But is that really you, Dad?
Of course it's me. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't it be me?
But it's just that, well, I had no idea that you were still alive. How are you even sending these messages right now?
I'm sorry. Am I missing something here? Why wouldn't I be alive?
So then, it really is you? You're really my dad, and you're really still alive?
For the last time, yes, I am still alive and healthy and well, and I just wanted to say how sorry I am for how lonely I made you feel.
No, that's not what this is about. It's just that, well, Mom told me, she said that you were dead.
I really think there must be some kind of misunderstanding here or something. I am your dad, and I am very much alive, Marissa.
But you haven't been home in such a long time. Where have you been this entire time?
Come on, sweetie. You know that I had to go far away for work, right? I thought that your mom told you about all of this, didn't she?
Yeah, I know that you had to leave for your business trip, but then Mom told me that there had been an accident. She told me that you died and were looking down on us now.
Did your mom really say that about me to you?
That's right. She told me that you died and that's why we were going to live with her new husband.
Wait, what? Your mom is seeing another man? What do you mean? Please tell me that's a joke.
It's not a joke at all. Mom told me you died, and not long after that brought another man around and told him that he was going to be my new dad.
And you're telling me that you and your mom are together with this man now?
Well, not right this second. Mom and him left the house to go somewhere together, but Mom left her phone here at home.
And so that's why you're texting me on your mom's number?
That's right, but I don't like being at home with Mom and my new dad now. They're both so mean to me. And Mom is always telling me that I should just forget all about you and try to get along with my new dad.
Well, honey, I just want to tell you that your mom was lying to you. Your dad isn't dead. I'm here and still very much alive, and I just want to say how sorry I am that you've been going through this.
Oh, well, I'm really just so happy that you're still alive, Dad. I was so sad when Mom told me that you would never, ever be coming home again. I cried and cried and cried, and I didn't think it would ever stop.
I'm so sorry that you ever thought that was the case. But then, if you're texting me on your mom's phone, what happened to yours? I've tried to message you a bunch of times, and you never responded to any of them.
Mom took my phone away and said that I wasn't allowed to use it ever again.
Why would she take your phone like that? Just so that I wouldn't be able to call you?
I don't know. But anytime I try and ask Mom anything about you, she always gets really, really mad. She's so mean to me now.
I don't believe it. I can't believe that your mom would act like this.
Please come back home, Dad. I really miss you, and I want to see you. I thought that you were gone forever.
Of course, Marissa. I'm going to try to get back home as fast as I can, okay? Are you at home right now?
I'm actually not. I'm in a hotel. Mom said that we're all going to be moving to a new house.
So she was just going to try and run away and just disappear without a trace? Well, I'm sure that something in that room that you're in has to have the name of the hotel, right? Find something from there and send it to me. I'll head over and get you as soon as I can.
Thank you so much, Dad. Please hurry. I really don't want to be here any longer.
So I heard that your dad beat up your new boyfriend pretty bad, huh? I have to say, I felt pretty good hearing that news.
So then you were the one who told my dad where we were staying.
I told you that I called them and told them about what you'd done. I really don't know why you'd think a guy like your dad would just let you try and get away with something like that. But yes, I told them about the hotel where you two were staying. I bet that you must have been pretty shocked to see them at your room door, though.
I was so scared. I have never ever seen my dad that mad. How could you turn him against me like that?
I didn't do anything but tell them what it was that you were already doing.
Well, great. Thanks to you, my parents are taking me back home and my boyfriend ran away.
Wow, you mean your dad actually let him get away? I would have thought that he'd want to drag him back to his place as well.
It wasn't that. He literally ran away. He was so scared of my dad that the second he had the chance, he bolted out of the hotel.
I see. So he left you behind and ran away to save his own skin? Sounds like you really do know how to pick them, don't you?
But why did you have to tell my parents about where we were? You didn't have to go and do that.
I told them where you were because I knew, as Marissa's grandparents, they would be just as worried as I was. Not only that, but I did not want to deal with you and your other man, but I knew that I needed to stay with Marissa and take care of her. Besides, it was clear to me that your dad wanted in on this as well. Anyways, sounds to me like you and your parents have some catching up to do. Don't worry though, you'll hear from me again when I bring my divorce lawyers around. So I heard that your dad beat up your new boyfriend pretty bad, huh? I have to say, I felt pretty good hearing that news.
So then you were the one who told my dad where we were staying.
I told you that I called them and told them about what you'd done. I really don't know why you'd think a guy like your dad would just let you try and get away with something like that. But yes, I told them about the hotel where you two were staying. I bet that you must have been pretty shocked to see them at your room door, though.
I was so scared. I have never ever seen my dad that mad. How could you turn him against me like that?
I didn't do anything but tell them what it was that you were already doing.
Well, great. Thanks to you, my parents are taking me back home and my boyfriend ran away.
Wow, you mean your dad actually let him get away? I would have thought that he'd want to drag him back to his place as well.
It wasn't that. He literally ran away. He was so scared of my dad that the second he had the chance, he bolted out of the hotel.
I see. So he left you behind and ran away to save his own skin? Sounds like you really do know how to pick them, don't you?
But why did you have to tell my parents about where we were? You didn't have to go and do that.
I told them where you were because I knew, as Marissa's grandparents, they would be just as worried as I was. Not only that, but I did not want to deal with you and your other man, but I knew that I needed to stay with Marissa and take care of her. Besides, it was clear to me that your dad wanted in on this as well. Anyways, sounds to me like you and your parents have some catching up to do. Don't worry though, you'll hear from me again when I bring my divorce lawyers around. After that, I was actually contacted by the man my wife was seeing. He admitted to the affair and agreed to give me a payout to prevent a lawsuit. Lisa was shocked to hear that he appeared to talk to me but not to her. I'm sure that it broke her tiny heart into pieces. After that, he begged me to go back with her, but I insisted on the divorce. And during the custody hearings, Marissa told the judge all about how she would rather be with me after what my wife and her other man put her through. In the end, Lisa was brought back to her parents' house, where they said they would be keeping her under close supervision until she seemed to have learned her lesson. As for Marissa and I was able to get a restraining order against Lisa on account of the kidnapping. Now I can send Marissa to school knowing that she can go back and forth without her mother trying to take her from me ever again.